you have great coaches. Then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. As I'm now going live, there is big breaking news that just happened that affects the whole AFC West. And hands down, this will be the most competitive division in all of football. That's all I'm going to say right now. Y'all pull on up, pull on up, pull on up. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out. Shout out to everybody. Dominique 5, shout out to you, bruh. Thank you for joining. Man, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's big breaking news that's going down. I need everybody to come on in. Come on in. Let's get these numbers up. Let's see how many people join in. There's big breaking news dealing with the AFC West. It wasn't just Russell Wilson that went down yesterday that shook the ground of this division, but another big trade has just went down. Another big trade has just went down. Come on, join in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, and you know, like I always say, knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content, even breaking news. And right now, we got motherfucking breaking news. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I need y'all to go ahead and jump in. There is big breaking news jumping off with the AFC West. For those who don't know, it has been reported that Khalil Mack has been traded to the Los Angeles Chargers for a 2023 second and sixth round pick. That's right. Khalil Mack is now back in the AFC West, but he's with our rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chicago Bears have traded Khalil Mack back to the AFC West. What are your guys' thoughts? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this. See, once Russell Wilson went into the AFC West with the Broncos, now everybody's thinking defense. Everybody's going defense. Me, I'm not worried about Khalil Mack. We dealt with them and beat them before, even though we lost to them this past season, but we've beat them before. And we have Max Crosby, so I'm not worried about that. But the thing that you have to understand is now that the Broncos went out and got Wilson, everybody's thinking defense, pass rushers, defensive tackles. So now, what do our Raiders do with the 22nd pick of this year's draft? Let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Pull on in. Pull on in. What do you think about this breaking news that just happened? It just happened. Khalil Mack has been traded from the Chicago Bears to the Los Angeles Chargers. He is now returning back to the AFC West with our rival. How do you guys feel about that? What moves do you think the Raiders need to make? Defensively, free agency, what do you feel we need to do? Now, I got a couple of ideas. And it's been floating out there already what the Raiders should do. You got Van Noy out there. When free agency opens up the legal tampering time frame on Monday, Jabril Peppers is another one. J.C. Jackson could be another one. Man, What do you guys think about Khalil Mack coming back to the AFC West with our rival? Man. That hit me out of nowhere. That hit me out of nowhere. I did not expect that to happen. I know there was rumors last year that we engaged or asked Chicago if Khalil Mack would be available. They shut it down. But now a year later, Khalil Mack is packing his bags for Los Angeles. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, man. What do you guys feel about Khalil Mack coming back to the AFC West? Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think it's going to like shift the needle any for the Chargers? But you got to remember, they already have Bosa. So now you got Bosa and you'll have Khalil Mack in the Chargers uniform that we got to deal with twice a year. So now we have to deal with Russell Wilson. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not scared of none of these. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like Bernie Mac said, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I ain't scared of you. But what we got to do is step our game up to be able to counter these moves that these teams are making. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. How do you guys feel about that damn trade? Oh, punk ass Chargers traded for Khalil Mack. See? Yeah, I'm not worried about that shit either, man. You feel me? I'm not worried about it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not worried about it. You feel me? But it is what it is. And like I said, the way the Raiders old school mind frame is, it's like it don't matter who's on that field. Beat their ass. Beat their ass. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Go out there and perform. Go out there and run your offense and your defense like you were taught. Let your coaches coach you up to go ahead and elevate your skill level on that field. That's it. I don't give a damn who's the other team quarterback is. I don't give a damn what defensive ends they got on that motherfucking team. That don't concern me. What concerns me is the moves that the Raiders made. Now, for those who have not heard, the Raiders also restructured left tackle Colton Miller and running back Kenyon Drake's contract to free up $14.525 million on the cap. So right now we're roughly at about $33 million under the cap, but there's possibility of more moves coming. If you post July 1st or post June 1st, Kwiatkowski and Littleton, that frees up another about what, 19 million. So and also another news that came out also today, the Raiders will not be tendering Alec Engel since he was a restricted free agent. They're not tendering him a contract. Possibility he can come back under a new deal, but the deal he was on wasn't tremendous. But being a restricted free agent, they go ahead and release that. He becomes a free agent. March 16th, he can sign with any team. But legal tampering is this Monday, the 14th. You're going to hear deals being struck. And all I got my ear to the ground for is for the Raiders. You know what I mean? I want to know what this team is going to do in free agency. They're freeing up money for a reason. They don't free up that much money for draft picks. You got to slot a certain amount of dollars for draft picks that you draft and sign. And it's not like an ordinary number like, oh shit, how many draft picks they think they're going to draft, you know? But the money is showing me that they're focusing maybe on extensions for current Raiders that are entering the last year of the deal or entering a portion of their contract that allows them to go ahead and negotiate an extension with the Raiders. So that's a possibility. You can go ahead and work on getting a current extension, which the way they word it and the way they can do it, they can free up a whole lot more money this year. Easy. You know what I mean? If they give Core an extension, maybe something like, and don't quote me because I'm only going for what I think you can do with the salary cap, but they might be able to convert this year's salary, which is just under 20 million, put that as a signing bonus. Give that money all to him now, signing bonus off the cap. You can spread that out. You got the extension going to kick in, whatever the extension is going to be, but you can free up more money. But you have to get these free agents to go ahead and come in and say, I'm coming. Let them verbally agree to the terms on contracts, deals that the team is offering the agents of these players. Who do we get? Who do we get? And I think we need to focus on defense. If we build a superior defense to counter any move of any team in this AFC West, I'm fine with it. We need a legitimate nose tackle. You know what I mean? There's a few of them in this draft that you can get and put on that damn defensive line with Ngakoue and Max Crosby. You feel me? Linebacker is another issue that we have to go out. And I feel if you do get rid of Littleton, free agency is an option. There's, like I said, Van Noy is a name that's out there also, linebacker, potentially. Or you go in the draft and you get one of these linebackers coming out of college that I feel will still fit the bill of what the Raiders is trying to do with Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham knows what he's doing. He knows the pieces he needs. I feel that offensively, the offensive line, I'm not really too big on, not with this team, signing or drafting a rookie offensive lineman that you expect to plug in right now and start day one. I'm not comfortable with that because one is the Raiders are already a playoff team. So why take 2 steps back? Why take a step forward and 2 steps back by drafting a young, and it's not just about drafting, it's about drafting them high, expecting them to start, knowing they're going to have growing pains, that they have to be coached up. It's not going to happen overnight that this dude is going to become a Pro Bowler. Who, if we do, that's why I said I've seen a lot of mock drafts, and they mock us drafting offensive linemen. Now, there's some good offensive linemen out there, but I don't feel that this team should go in that direction with a rookie and wait for him to develop to go ahead and protect Carr in the pocket. I need a veteran guard, a veteran right tackle who can come right in there, that's been in this league, not too long in the tooth, but long enough to know what the fuck he's doing. That's how I see it. So I'd rather have a veteran. If you do get an offensive lineman in the draft, I expect it to be later where you can go ahead and groom him behind the veterans. I don't want to give up any leeway with this team coming off a playoff appearance last season. So to continue that, we must have starting offensive linemen that are veteran, that know what they're doing, that they can be taught, they can catch it, and they can run with it. Not wait for this, like Colton Miller. It took him a couple of years to develop into what he is now. He was not what he is now back when he was a rookie. That's just what it is. Alex Leatherwood, he struggled. He was a rookie. He's going to struggle. It just is what it is. He's going against the elite of the elite in the NFL. College is a whole nother game. Most people on a college team, matter of fact, majority of them are not going pro. They're not good enough to go pro. You might have a handful of people that can on a loaded team. But in all fairness, in reality, only a couple of them is going to go pro from these football teams in college. You know what I mean? So whoever you're standing across from as an offensive lineman on the defense of another college, they probably ain't going to make it to the pros. So you're only as good as your competition. So if your competition is lesser than what you're facing when you go pro, you're going to have to develop. And we have to have the coaches to develop them, and I think we do. So now it's a waiting. I wouldn't give up on Leatherwood yet. There's still promise. There's a whole new regime, whole new offensive line coordinator that can come, or coach that come in there and coach him up to be what they can make him be. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, drafting a rookie offensive lineman, I'm not for it unless it's later rounds and you groom them. But I need a veteran free agent on that offensive line. I do not want to take 1 step forward, 2 steps back after making the playoffs with this team. We need to improve on what we already have. Plain and simple. But with these moves going on in the AFC West, man, it's like we have to basically keep up with the Joneses. That's all it is. Whatever they do, it's chess. You know what I mean? We're not going to sit back and just let them make all the moves. And I'm pretty sure that Ziegler and McDaniels, they do have a game plan. Champ Kelly, they do have a game plan. They do know who they're focusing. Their draft board is being developed. You know what I mean? Their targets and free agency are there. Now, it's all about, do we shoot and hit the target or do we shoot and miss? That's what it comes down to in free agency. There's free agents out there that can come in and help this team. I'm waiting Monday to hear the leaks of what contracts the Raiders have offered and what contracts that the players have accepted. That's what I'm waiting on, because it has to go down. Now it's the arms race of the AFC West. Whoever loads up to take on, because we got to face everybody. Everybody in that division, that 6 games we got to play. 6 games. And these teams are not bullshitting. With them going out getting Russell Wilson and the Chargers, or in as far as the donkeys go, but as far as the Chargers going out good Khalil Mack, they're loading up their defense to counter all these moves. Now Mahomes and Wilson have pass rushers coming at them, just like we do in Gakwe and Max Crosby, but we need to go ahead and finish out our defensive roster the way Patrick Graham wants this roster to be. What safety do we do? What do we do with Abram? What corner do we go after? Does Hayward really leave and go to the Colts? Does he decide to stay with us? Questions to be asked and answered. So we're waiting on that one. Shout out to NAUOA. Offensive line got a free agent majority. Man, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. We got to offensive line and free agency is our key. That's the key. First round pick, it depends on who's there at 22. I think years past, if the people that were in the front office making these picks did it correctly and chose the best available, we would be better off right now. We go back and look at all the reaches and look at the players that were available when we reached for whoever it was we reached for. It's like we would be okay right now. We would have got good talent to come in here and contribute to what we're doing. But it's always like, to me, it seemed like, and now I'm also hearing in the news, or in somebody said, I forgot who said it, but that Mack didn't make no picks in the with the Raiders. They said that was all Gruden. That was all Gruden. Whatever player Gruden wanted, they said Mack went along with it. He was basically a yes man. That's why I was saying to give him a year to find out truly was he involved in these picks that we made in the first couple of rounds that didn't pan out. You know, that's what I want to see. But with the moves that Mark Davis has made, with going out and getting Ziegler and Champ Kelly, I'm comfortable. I breathe easy and I sleep good at night. You feel me? I breathe easy and I sleep good at night because I know the hands that's in the front office is going to handle this shit. Plain and simple. They're going to handle this shit. But yeah, man, what all you guys think, man? Tell me, what do you guys think about these moves in the AFC West? What do the Raiders need to do to get better? I don't give a damn who's on the other teams, but what do we got to do to beat these teams now that they added what they've added? That's it. Plain and simple. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, man, it's a lot of movement going on now since Monday is the big day that's going down with the free agency, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to see what we do. That's all. I don't care about Russell Wilson. I don't care about Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, people say that was a bad trade. We got more from Khalil Mack than what the Chargers had to give up. You know what I mean? So, and Khalil Mack still hasn't won a ring after being traded. So it doesn't, an individual in this sport does not mean shit in football on a 53-man roster. It takes a whole team and a coaching staff to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It takes a whole team. I don't give a damn if they went out there and got, I was going to say O.J. Simpson, but to hell with that. But, man, it don't matter if they had Bo Jackson. We had Bo Jackson and motherfucking, what you call it. And we still didn't win no Super Bowl with Bo Jackson before he got injured. And to me, at that point in life with Bo Jackson with the LA Raiders, there was no other back can compare to him. He was faster than them all, and he was more powerful than them all. He was unique, but we still didn't. And even though he played half seasons because of baseball, we still didn't bring no Super Bowl. It does not mean you're going to win a Super Bowl just because you got Russell Wilson. It does not mean you're going to win a Super Bowl just because you got Khalil Mack. Ask the Bears. Well, Seattle won the Super Bowl with Russell Wilson, but what happened since then? You know what I mean? It's the talent around you. It's your team complete, you know? So it's, man, I'm juiced. I'm telling you, just gets me fired up. I'm fucking ready for this free agency and the draft. I don't give a damn. Man, hey, you're right, NA. You're right about Khalil Mack, though. But you see, you got to understand this. When Khalil Mack was with Chicago, that defense was loaded with talent around him. But like I said, one man don't win you championships. It just does not happen. Not in football. Not in football. It's too many people you rely on. Football is the only sport where every player only plays one position on the team. Basketball, you got to play defense and offense. Baseball, you got to bat and you got to go out in the outfield. Hockey, you got to play defense and offense. Football is the only one where you have one fucking job. And you should be able to perfect that. You have one job, perfect it. You can give 100% to one job. You cannot give 100% to two jobs. You can't. It's impossible. You only can go 50-50 or you can go 80-20. It depends on what side of the ball you focus on. But football is a whole different breed of beast. These dudes perfect one position. You're never going to ask the left tackle to play quarterback, running back, linebacker. Occasionally, you might get some freakish plays. I remember when William the Refrigerator Perry ran the ball for Chicago before. Even when the Raiders in other teams, use the left tackle in an offense to go ahead and throw to them. You know what I mean? But football, you have one job. It is easy to focus on one job and perfect it. So you got a whole team of one job. Well, some of them might have to play special teams. You know what I mean? But that's the bottom of the roster usually. That's how they earn their spots that can't get in on offense or defense starting. You know what I mean? But we need to handle our business. Plain and simple. We got to handle our business. I don't get I'm fired the fuck up. I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, let's go. Let's go. It's still Raiders. I don't give a damn who it is in our division. I don't care. I'm hoping y'all don't care. I done seen a lot of people up there panicking. Oh, Carr now the fourth best quarterback. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? As a whole team, we can get the job done if we get the right pieces. Plain and simple. And that's with any team. You get the right pieces, we're competing. Hell, we went up heads up with the Cincinnati Bengals after all the turmoil, and they made the Super Bowl. But they didn't just like mollywopped us. It came down to us with the last play of the game, which didn't work in our favor, but we had that opportunity on their field, on the road in the playoffs. Come on, man. This team is not far away, man. We just need elite talent. We need to stop shooting for these reaches in the first round and go for what. And right now, the way our Raiders need players, I know for a fact in this draft, we should not be able to do anything wrong because our needs will most likely be the best available player when we pick. Whoever the best available is when we pick at 22, 53, it don't matter. It will still be a need. We need a number one receiver. Do you take that in the first round if one presents itself at 22? We need a defensive tackle. Do you take that at 22 if it presents itself? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You do. I just wouldn't go. You don't have to go running back. You know what I mean? Safety, I think a nice free agent veteran would be nice for that one. But not in the first round in a draft. Lineman, offensive lineman, I'm not content with that. I don't want an offensive lineman in the first round. I don't give a damn who's available at 22. I don't want a rookie on this offensive line, learning as he go, letting Carr getting sacked and strip fumbled and all that shit and fucking off our whole season. Can't afford that, man. Like I said, no 1 step forward, no 2 steps back. It's progression. Progression is what we're after. To progress, we need to add to what we have. We might have to tweak the scheme and add what we're going to add. And it's all set into place. Everybody that we brought on in the coaching staff in the front office is there for one reason, and that's to win a Super Bowl. And not just a Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowls. There's only one reason you go get someone with multiple Super Bowls to run your organization on the field, and that's because you want multiple Super Bowls. We're not just going to get one and be like, oh, we got one, we're good now. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. Man. Well, we're right. You figure wide receiver, to me, is deep with speed. And that's one thing we lack. We lack speed so much when we lost Ruggs. We went out there and got Deshaun Jackson. And, you know, Deshaun Jackson is a little long in the tooth. He's still quick, but he's not the quick he was as a rookie. But these rookies coming out in this draft is his type of quick. It all depends on what comes to us. We need a dominating wide receiver. Now, we still can go on free agency. You know, there's like people say Cooks, good, that'll be a good move. There's options. There's always options. But me being greedy with this offense, I want to score over 30 points a game. It can be done with the right pieces. We got the slot, okay. We got the tight end, okay. We got the running backs, okay. Improve the offensive line, number 1 receiver, and find out who's your true number 2. Is Edwards our true number 2 receiver? Or do we need to go in this draft and get one of these youngsters that's burning the tracks up, that can run routes with good hands to get in here and press Edwards and hopefully either bring out the best in Edwards or take over the number 2 receiver spot themselves as a rookie? I'm fine with that. Get a veteran wide receiver to run the number 1 receiver spot. I'm telling you, you can load this offense up. Teams is going to want to get fucking Khalil Mack against us. You know what I mean? Not Russell Wilson, but us. See, they're only thinking one player, Russell Wilson. We need to stop him. But we can have an offense to make teams be like, we got to stop them. Not him, them. That's what we want. We want them to focus on stopping us. Not one player, not Carr. Oh, we need to stop Carr. No, stop the whole offense. I want the offense to be stacked. Plain and simple. So any defense on there, regardless if it's Khalil Mack, Bosa, or whoever else, they're going to have hell and they're going to have to pack a lunch that day facing our offense, because this offense can be tremendous with the right pieces implanted into this DNA of Josh McDaniels' system. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And it can be done. I'm going to keep pounding the table. It can be done. You know what I mean? Who else? DJ can't be fast and catch at the same time. Hey, you know what? And the other thing I heard, DJ Chark, that'll be a nice move too. But man, to be able, if we got lucky to get someone like, okay, here's a scenario I'm going to present to you guys. I know there's different options in the first round that we can do as far as what way we can go drafting, but picture this scenario. What if you were able to go get Brandon Cooks, wide receiver, right? And Treylon Burks is there at 22. Look at your offense. Cooks, Burks, Renfro, Waller, Jacobs, Drake. You just got to implement 1 or 2 people on the offensive line to secure that offensive line, to give Carr. That's a fucking offense that's like, that would be feared. I think that would be a feared-ass offense. You remember the last time Carr really remember in 2016, and I said this before on past videos I made. You remember 2016, the last time we made the playoffs before this past year. And you remember how good that offense was. And you remember there were There was a legitimate 1 and 2 receiver on that team, Crabtree and Amari Cooper. Now, Amari Cooper, we sent him off. To me, he's not consistent. Cowboys is finding that out now. He's not consistent to earn 20 plus million a year. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be a number 1, but he don't play like a number 1. That Amari Cooper. So, and if you notice, Carr was always in situations where we need touchdowns, where we need to pull out the game. It was always Crabtree we went to, because Crabtree was reliable. Crabtree never quit on his plays, never quit on any down. He was out there playing. And I said it before. Remember when against New Orleans Saints, the first game of the season in 2016, we go down to New Orleans. We go down to the Bayou, to the boot. You know what I mean? We face the New Orleans Saints on their home field. It came down, and they made a bold move by going for 2 instead of tying the game. They went for the win. And every time there was a penalty in the end zone against the Saints, against us, that helped us out, it was always a penalty against them guarding Crabtree. Cooper never got no penalty from the Saints in that game. It was Crabtree that Carr kept going to, and eventually it was Crabtree who won the game. So that showed me right there where Carr's faith was. His faith wasn't in Amari Cooper. It was in Crabtree. That set the tone the whole season. I seen Cooper quit on a play, and we got picked off against Miami. I remember that. He going downfield. He got 2 defenders on him. Yeah, he's covered by 2. But then he stopped running. The Miami player kept going and got the interception by the goal line. That showed me right there. I'm like, I'm done. And then, like, before he got traded, he said on an interview that he felt that his time with the Raiders is over and it's time to go elsewhere. And this is before he got traded. He made this statement, I think, on somebody's podcast. Or I forgot who podcast it was, but he made that statement. Cooper had to go. When your mindset is like that before the season starts, get the fuck out of here. Grab your shit and go. Grab your shit and go. If you don't want to be here, peace out. We don't need you here. You know what I mean? So we just got to make the right picks, make the right signings, and this team will not skip a beat. Matter of fact, the team I can see improving, making the right moves, and I think we got the right people in the office to go ahead and make these right moves. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, man, that's the big news for today, y'all. Motherfucking Khalil Mack back in the AFC fucking West. Boy, I hope somebody pissing his Cheerios. I don't give a damn though. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're freeing up money for a reason. You don't just free up money just to free up money. You got there's a target the Raiders are going after, multiple targets, with $33 million under the cap with possibility of more before Monday. This weekend is going to be big for the Raiders. Keep your ear to the ground. Matter of fact, I'm looking right now because I know something is going to shift. Like you said, the first domino fell when Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos. That was the first domino. And everybody knew. And even some of the content creators I was watching, they brought up the good point. You have, like Andy. Shout out to Andy. Man, good point. And that makes us have to step our game up. Plain and simple. We have to step our game up. There ain't no sense sitting there biting your nails and being nervous. Fuck being nervous. But what's the old saying? If you're scared, go to church. You know what I mean? We Raiders, man. We ain't scared of nobody. They should be scared of us. That's when I'm getting hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. Because I know what these other teams is doing. And it's like, I'm not really hot. I'm more excited. I'm anxious. I want to see what McDaniels and Ziegler and Champ Kelly, what do they have in store for us? And I know it ain't going to be no fizz. It ain't going to be a fizz like, oh, that was hella weak. You went out there and no. They're freeing up money for a reason. It's going to be probably a receiver, offensive lineman, and I'll say a defensive player as well. But who? It could be a linebacker. So you can go ahead and knock out some of these needs early before the draft. Then that way that opens up your draft. You know what I mean? You don't have to specifically look for certain players because you need to fill a need. If we fill a need in free agency, that's going to open up this draft for us to go ahead and pretty much knock it out the park. If you take care of a lot of needs in free agency, going to the draft, then you really go after those high elite players, but you still need them. You know what I mean? Whether it's a need or not, most likely it's going to be a need because everybody want to say that we got so many needs on this team. But, I mean, every team has some kind of need. We need to go out there and fill these needs. We need to fill these needs. I'm telling you, man, I'm glad these teams is making these moves. I'm glad the Broncos is making these moves. I'm glad the Chargers is making these moves. Whatever the damn Kansas City Chiefs is going to do, so be it. So be it. But ain't no way in the world that the Raiders is going to curl out and tuck their tail. Nah, man, that's not us. We don't do that shit. Man, hey, N8, you right. Fuck Mack. Fuck Mack. Fuck Wilson. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Chiefs. I don't give a damn. Fuck them all. You know what I mean? Fuck them all. Because I'm telling you, we need to take care of our business, get our team to a point where these motherfucking teams fear us as a whole. Not fear a single player like Mack or fear Bosa or fear Russell Wilson. And I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. We got to bring this old mentality back. Make these motherfuckers fear us. Know that when they play us, they in for a long day. That's what we need to do. Make them fear us as a whole. I'm steady keep my eyes open on these damn on these damn what you call it, man. Man, it's going down, dude. It's going down. It's going down. I know it's Thursday. You got Friday and Saturday left. Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. There's still some movement that can go down. Monday, I can't wait till Monday is almost like, I'm going to tell you. Monday is like not the day of Christmas, but like the day before. You anticipating on what you're going to get. You know what I mean? Because you can't sign nobody in the tampering period, but you can come with verbal agreements. That's good. A verbal agreement is damn near a done sealed deal, but I done seen players back out. I done seen players give an agreement and then turn around and be like, I'm good. I'm going to go over here instead. I've seen that. It happens. So I'm not going to get my hopes up with what the rumors are that comes out on Monday of who the Raiders have agreed in terms with. I'm not going to get my hopes up. It's promising, but I'm not going to get my hopes up until it's signed, sealed, and delivered. But, man, I expect Ziegler and the boys. I expect them to knock it out. They got money, man. They got money. And there's going to be more money freed up. I'm good. Even if it's just signing one of our own free agents, potential free agents, with an extension, I'll take news with Max Crosby has signed a 5-year deal. Renfro, whoever else, Waller has agreed to. If they take care of our own first and then go out here and add to that, I'm good. I'm good. For real. It's going to be a straight bottoms up weekend. Bottoms up with the bottle. You feel me? I'm celebrating. But like I said, I'm not going to get the one saying in life I always agree with is expect the worst and hope for the best. So I expect, well, I ain't going to say expect because it's kind of like, it kind of makes you optimistic this year with the addition of the front office because we know that they can get shit done. I know they can draw talent to us. I know Vegas is a location that players would love to come play at. New stadium, new city that never had football before until we got here. So we baptized this city in football, American football. So we're laying the foundation. And I know there's players that want to be a part of that. I know players respect Josh McDaniels for what he has done with the New England Patriots. Ziegler with the New England Patriots. What Champ Kelly has helped out with the Bears. You know what I mean? The list goes on. What Patrick Graham has done with the Giants. They're well respected. Jason Simmons. You know what I mean? The list goes on. There's people that's respected in this industry, and they know that having these type of leaders on your team to lead these men on offense and defense to go win games, it's like it's a no-brainer. Like, man, they got this. You know, it's kind of like being a parent and you got more than one kid, and you know there's one kid that you would never leave at home by himself, but you got another kid that's like you can trust them to be home by themselves. Our coaching staff in front office is the kids you can trust at home by themselves. You know what I mean? Gruden, Mayock, them was the motherfuckers you be like, nope, you got to bring your ass with me while I go to the barbershop. You just going to have to sit down and wait. That's how I look at it. Ziegler and McDaniels is the kid you can trust to stay at home alone. That's them. Mayock and Gruden, them motherfuckers come back, your lamp broke, all the food in the refrigerator gone, motherfuckers dirty dishes in their bedroom. They got all their friends hanging out, making cheese sandwiches, eating up all your top ramen, drinking all the Kool-Aid, spilt the sugar all on the fucking floor, trying to make the Kool-Aid. That's what Gruden and Mayock was, man. They was like, man, you don't want to leave them home alone because they fuck up shit. And that's what they do. Look at the contracts we got to worry about. They done fucked up some shit. Look at the draft picks we made in the first round. They done fucked up some shit, you know? But they're gone. That's in the past. Now we running with this. Man, I'm ready. Well, I don't want to run it too long for you guys. I just want to come give you guys this news, see how y'all felt about this. Matter of fact, before I even get off, let me go ahead and research. I want to see what other shit is going down. Hey, have you guys heard about baseball coming to an agreement with the players? Fuck baseball. It's football on mine. Raiders. The Raiders. Give a damn about no baseball. I'm only saying that because I'm getting like ESPN updates and shit about, oh, baseball has come in agreement with players. Free agency gonna start. Oh, I don't give a damn about their free agency. You know what I mean? I'm worried about ours. Raiders shit. For real. But yeah, man, I don't see anything else. Hold on. Let me read what they just said here. Let's see. Now, see, the thing that I see with the Bears, though. Here's the one thing about teams trading players like Khalil Mack. You pretty much know what the Bears are going to go in the draft and probably go after. They're going to go after his replacement. You know what I mean? They're going to go after Khalil Mack's replacement. It's a cheaper version of a Khalil Mack. They hope when they draft him. That's what the Bears are going to do. And what that does to us is that's going to take one defensive end or outside line. It depends on what they were looking for, what they can on their draft board, what they consider to be ranked high. But that's going to be one player off the board for us. But we have so many needs, like legitimate needs, that we need a plug-and-play type player in this first round. We need someone that's going to start. So I kind of want to go defensive tackle, and there's a few of them in this draft that I think would be solid to anchor down the middle on the 3-4, but it's not really, it don't really, 3-4, 4-3, who, it don't matter. Tomato, it don't matter. We know what the mindset of our defensive coordinator is. It don't matter. Nowadays, in this NFL now, in this generation, this era, being a base fucking 4-3 or 3-4 in the NFL, that shit don't matter because the shit changes. You adapt to whoever you're playing. So there's a lot of nickel. There's, you know what I mean? There's all kind of shit that you do on defense now. It doesn't have to be set in stone, a 4-3 or a 3-4. Just what they need to go ahead and do now is just say, is defense. We're playing defense. What kind of defense? Defense. You all play a 4-3 or 3-4? No, we play defense. That's it. We need to play defense. That's it. Fuck a title. Title don't mean shit. Yeah, ain't nothing really jumped off now lately, you guys. I'm up here looking. Nothing. I don't see anything. So I just want to check before I got off live with you guys before something popped up and I'll be like, oh, by the way, Derek Carr has been traded to the New York Jets for for who? Oh my God. Carr's been traded to the New York Jets for a Southwest round trip ticket to anywhere within the continental U.S. A large bag of kettle corn, and a Subway token. I'm bullshitting, y'all. Carr ain't got traded. I wouldn't trade Carr unless somebody just came with a dump truck and dumped hella draft picks and players on us. And I heard that rumor about the Colts want to trade for Carr and giving a big package. Giving a big package for Carr to go ahead and get him. They don't have a first round draft pick this year, so they're going to have to compensate with players, maybe even later. But do you want? I mean, I want draft picks. I'll take draft picks next year, but you kind of want the draft picks, the first rounder, to be this year, because there's people in this draft that you could add that can come in and start that we need, and it'll be the best available at the time that we select. I would like that. But would I go out shopping Carr? I wouldn't shop Carr. I keep Carr. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff Carr's dealt with on this team, along with other players too. But I want to see if Josh McDaniels can bring the best out in Carr. And I think he can. He has that kind of mindset, because I look at New England. These cats made, in the AFC, they made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. Think about that. In an AFC where your playoff teams, Mahomes, Carr, what's the name from Cincinnati, you got good quarterbacks in the AFC is loaded, especially with, now you got Russell Wilson now. The AFC is loaded with good, talented quarterbacks, and you figure a rookie took their team to the playoffs in the AFC. That tells me a lot. You know, so Josh McDaniels did something great with that young dude, and I'm expecting him to do something great with Carr. So with that being said, before I go, do me one solid. Oh, yeah. And for those who I have not told, I am doing a t-shirt giveaway. Soon as I hit 200 subscriptions, 200 subs will bring you a free t-shirt when I pick 2 lucky subscribers to get them. One being a man, one being a female, being a woman. One woman and one man I will pick to go ahead and receive a Raiders Allegiant t-shirt. And you could pick the choice of a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt having the logo of Raiders Allegiance shield on your chest. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I love every single one of you, from subscriber number 1 all the way to now. I'm checking right now to see where we stand. And damn it, I tell you, we're getting close, you guys. We're getting close to 200. Right now, last night we were at 187. Today we are at 196. 4 more subscriptions, 2 Raiders Allegiance with me, Lunatic Raider. I'm picking 2 lucky subscribers and giving out free t-shirts to one woman and one man I'm going to select who subscribe to this channel. We are almost at 200. I'd like to thank you guys, man. Like I said, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no Raider Nation. So let's do this together. I thank you guys for your support. Before I let you go, before I let you tiptoe up out of here, do me one solid. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. And knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. So once again, you've been watching Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, your host with the most, Lunatic Raider. And man, like I said, thank y'all for watching. I'm out.